Before this video starts, I want to tell you guys, this Naruto has no moral. He does whatever he wants whenever he wants, and yeah, he's gonna do some really messed up shit in this what if. And yeah, as I say, he had no morals. And some of those things are gonna be circular on his sister, so if you guys can't handle that, I suggest you don't watch his what if, guys, because it's gonna be really bad. So if you're still here, let's get into it. Warning guys, before this video starts, you guys should know that this Naruto is rather unpleasant and he's gonna do some unpleasant things which involve his family, so if you don't want to see that, I suggest you guys don't watch this video. But if you're still here, welcome back to Anime King 2, and today I'm gonna be giving you part 2 of what if Naruto was disowned by everyone. Remember to get this one to 300 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends in social media platform, and stay in tune because I'm going to release a new what if over on Anime King, and I do hope that you guys enjoy. And I'm also going to be releasing what if Naruto got his memory sealed away, so stay tuned for that as well guys, and I hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support. And yeah, without further ado, what is it we begin this new episode? Begin the intro. So, the last part we left off, Naruto was abandoned by his family, as they chose his sister Sobeki over him, and the council. They placed him in orphanage, and for his entire life he was hated, he was beaten, until he was being attacked in the alley by someone who was growling at him for killing her husband. But then she was suddenly chased off by someone rushing into the alley. It was Mikoto, as Mikoto brought him to the hospital. They lied and said they didn't have any blood for a transfusion, but she decided to give him his. After that, Naruto felt sad because he knew that people hated him, and if he kept on hanging out with her, they will hate her as well. So he stayed away from her until 1 year later, his eyes, he couldn't take it anymore as he went to her. She was surprised this entire time he had his Sharingan activated. It seems like he gained the Sharingan from the blood transfusion. And this entire time it has been activated. As she showed him how to lock it off, she decided to help him and teach him, but she told him not to tell anyone else about that. Things were going great until it happened. Itachi killed everyone. As Naruto came in to see her body on the ground, he was enraged, he was angry. As he attacked Itachi, but Itachi was just too much for him. Itachi was going to kill him when he saw those eyes. But then, Itachi had to run away as voices, everyone started to come. As Naruto headed off, leaving the village, the day for the burial came, as Naruto took Mikoto's body. As he took her eyes after talking to the Kyuubi, his eyes seemed to put the Kyuubi into a trance and he got everything that he needed to know, knowing who his father, his mother, and his sister was. He couldn't believe that he was related to the fourth Hokage. Sasuke thought that Naruto was the one that killed everyone, and he decided to go after vengeance because one day he will find him and kill him no matter what. Naruto didn't flee until he found someone. Kimimaro was out gathering supporters for Orochimaru. As he was gathering the Arashi clan, as Naruto went there, he talked to Orochimaru and Orochimaru and him made a deal. He will give Orochimaru's previous eyes once Orochimaru implant these other eyes into his. He spent the remaining time with Orochimaru as he created a fake identity as Jin, going around the world being a freelancer, even coming to cross occasions with Konoha a few times, but nothing too bad. But in the end, Naruto wasn't loyal and he was quite crafty. He destroyed the eyes that he was supposed to give Orochimaru with his eternal Mangekyo in contact. As he went off after stealing Orochimaru's ring because he knew that Itachi was in the Akatsuki, he came to Konoha as he informed Minato about the situation of the hidden someone want to attack Konoha in a couple of months for him being a part of this village. As Minato made him a genin, Minato sent Yujiro to watch over him. As Naruto went to the academy, he had to be in the academy. It seems like Minato screwed with him. But it doesn't matter, he will be the one laughing in the end. So after that was over, they were out as they were sparring when Yujiro saw him attack Sasuke. Well, Sasuke was about to attack him, but he was about to stop Sasuke. She didn't attack him because he killed her entire group. He told her it was simply a mission, and her group was in his way. As, after a bit of talking, she has held on to his grief for too long. She forgave him, as she went away. As they head back to the classroom, Sobeki came and sat down beside him as she told him about her brother, that she still believes is alive somewhere out there. As she asked him for his help to help Sasuke to get back on the right track, because Sasuke has gone straight down into darkness, and it doesn't matter what she say, he still planned on finding her brother and killing him. So yeah guys, that was basically as we left off. You guys can switch across the place and check out for yourself. So do you say we begin this new episode? It had been 1 month and 2 weeks later. I'm still really nervous, said Sobeki to Naruto as they were walking to the academy. It was the final exam day and also the final day of Naruto torture. Yes, he somewhat enjoyed talking with his sister. In fact, she was one of the only ones he really talked with. Well, there was also the young Uchiha, of course, who always asks, no, he always demands for Naruto to teach him how to use a sword. As Naruto asked why did he want to learn, Sasuke told him that he wanted the power to kill that man. Of course, Naruto couldn't help but laugh. Him, Jin, is going to help Sasuke to kill Naruto. The entire situation was just too funny. Surely he never knew that Naruto and Jin were the same person, or he would be trying his best to attack him right now. There was also his fangirl's problem. Never in his life has he met such an annoying challenge. Fortunately, Sobeki came to the rescue as she told him to screw off, and they did. Back to the Uchiha. Don't be, Naruto says. He looked at Sobeki. You know all these useless jutsu like the back of your palm. You were trained in taijutsu by Anbu and Hokage himself. Hell, you probably can kick my ass if you try hard enough, he said. Thanks, she said with a smile. I know it's not my doubts. It's just the stress of the situation. But I feel better already. And also, I surely wouldn't mind to walk that ass of yours. Naruto chuckled. Language. Namikaze-sama, he said. What will your father say if he hear you talking like that? She smiled. He would agree with me and suggest a better way how to do it. And you wouldn't have any pity for old little me, he asked. You are neither old or little. As for pity, no. But I do have something else for you. Really? Naruto asked. And what is that? The next thing he knew, she pushed him in the alleyway. And just how badly you want your answer to that question, she asked. Wait, is she gonna do what I think she gonna do? He thought to himself. You know what? To the hell with it. Be honest with yourself, Naruto. She's beyond hot. And you wanted to do this the second day of the academy. Badly enough, he replied. Well then, she said. As she wrapped her arms around him. As she kissed him. As he started laughing his head. What the hell? I'm kissing my sister, he said. It would be a joy to see the look on her face if she knew. Some seconds later, she broke the connection to take a breath. Wow, you kinda went far, she said, because that was supposed to be a good luck kiss. I don't know about you, he said, but that was not satisfying enough for me, he said. The only thing she could say was his name, Jin, before he grabbed her, as he started to kiss her even more fear than before. Just so you know, he said as they partied once again, I can do much more than good luck kisses. But he pulled away and left the alleyway, making her almost want to scream right now. That bastard. He knows that I won't be able to think about the exam at all now, she said. Are you coming, he asked, as he walked away. As she fumed behind him. Time skip, as you know. Today is your graduation exam day, said Aruka. Good luck, and get ready. We will be starting with the written exams. Enjoy, said Naruto as he stood up and started to leave the classroom. Aren't you gonna do this, said Sobeki, as she was confused. As Naruto smiled. Nope, I already have my headband, remember? She glared at him. See ya, he said. 3 hours later. Damn, I can't calm myself, said Sobeki, as she was still shivering. Calm down, Naruto said as he was sitting beside her. After the written exam was finished, he was allowed back inside. You answer every question correctly, and you beat the living crap out of Duckass himself. At the mention of Duckass, Sobeki and few others giggled. She then glared at him. Stop that. I'm not worried about the exam, you stupid jerk. Naruto simply smiled. Finally, this pointless waste of time is over. I wonder what team I'll be put on. Just as Hyuga Hinata entered with a headband in her hand. Well, I'll be damned, said Naruto. What, said Sobeki. Well, I never thought that she would be able to pass this exam, said Naruto. Why not, asked Sobeki. Because we are killers. I am already one. You are trained to become one. But she, I don't think that she can really kill anyone, do you? But she's nice, said Sobeki. Yeah, she can remain nice in her house. The world's a dangerous place and sometimes you have to kill, or you will be the one to get killed. Well, you're right about that, said Sobeki. But why then? Why is she here if she's so nice? It's because she's a Hyuga. Not only a Hyuga, but the heiress of the clan. You think they won't let her become a ninja? They would rather see her dead. And for some reason I think this is the case right here. Sobeki's eyes widen. You really think they forced her to become a ninja so she could die in actions? Well, you know after the Uchiha demise, the Hyugas start to call themselves Konoha's strongest clan. That clan would better have no heir than a weak one. Thinking about it made me happy that I'm an orphan. Yeah, oh yeah, by the way, she said, you never told me about your family. I told you about mine, so it's only fair. Well, life isn't fair at all, he said. Why you? Namikaze Sobeki, Aruka interrupted. This isn't over, she said rather loudly, so the entire classroom could hear. Naruto shrugged as he looked through the window. Ah, such a beautiful day, he said. I did it. As Naruto turned. What the hell? You just got back there. Well, they told me to make a clone, and I did it and I got my headband, she said. Damn, this village is useless, Naruto thought. Oh, I guess congratulations are in order. Maybe, she said, with a sly smile. 20 minutes later. Well, I have to say, Aruka said, you're the best class in my career. Aw, said Naruto, as the others laughed. Anyway, be here tomorrow for your team placement. Good luck, and with that he left. Well, let's go. In the academy courtyard, a few minutes later, parents were congratulating their children. Well, my little princess is finally a ninja, said Minato, as he hugged his daughter. Sobeki wanted Jin to finally meet her mother, but he left the academy grounds after making an excuse. Meanwhile, at Naruto's apartment, he splashed water over his face. He saw Minato came to congratulate his daughter. He don't really care about daddy, but that bitch. He calmed himself. Don't worry, everything is playing out quite nicely, he said to himself. I'll probably get some rest. Big day tomorrow. The next morning, Naruto's apartment. Naruto stretched. What a wonderful feeling, he said. It's almost like when I was back in the Hidden Sound. Wait a second. What was I doing every night back in the Hidden Sound, he thought to himself. As someone moved beside him. Don't tell me, he said, as he raised a blanket and looked under it. Jane, said Sobeki in her sleep, with a very satisfied look on her face. As Naruto chuckled to himself, I screwed my own sister. I'm the worst son of a bitch, he said. But life is good, he said as he leaned back. But how did it come to this? Flashback. Finally, Naruto thought. I thought this academy shit would end for now, but everything is going towards plan, so let's just stick with it for now. As he lied down on his bed, a Genin, huh? Orochimaru would probably be laughing his ass off if he knew. Well, if I see him again, there would be no room for laughing because he'll be dead. He's the only other person in the world that knows I'm Uzumaki Naruto. I really have to correct that one, no one should know. But what if he sit up on his bed? I would be placed on a team. But what if I meet Orochimaru with my team? And what if he spill my identity? I would have to kill all of them. Yeah, and I could blame it on Orochimaru. But the Hokage would get suspicious if I was the only one to return. Naruto lie back down, damn it. I guess I have to stay clear from this pedophile for a while. After all, he means nothing. He then heard knocking on his door. Who could that be at this hour? I'm coming, he said as he opened the door. Sobeki? Jin, she said, as she was blushing madly. What are you doing here this hour? Won't your father look for you? No, he won't. I told him I can't sleep, so I'm gonna go train. And he bought it? Naruto asked. Apparently, she said. So, can I come in? He stepped out of the way. Sure, go ahead. Make yourself at home. Though I guess this little room of mine cannot hardly compare to the Hokage's mansion. She giggled as she sat on the bed. Your guess is quite right. My bathroom is much bigger. Well, sorry Namikaze-sama that my humble apartment cannot meet your accommodations, he said sadly. So, what can I help you with? She blushed even harder. I don't know how to act, she said. Well, try with your mouth, he said. Well, I guess I'll try then, she said. She stepped closer. Not even giving him a chance to talk as she kissed him once again. Well, that's not exactly what I meant when I told her to try with her mouth. But what the hell, as he started to kiss her back. As Sobeki was melting into the kiss, Inu was right. It really feels good, she thought. The both of them partied for air, so You just wanted a good night kiss, he said. She bit her lower lip and shook her head no. No? So what then? As she hesitated, I want... What is it that you want, he asked. I want you, damn it, she screamed. But then she covered her mouth with both of her hands. You want me, he asked. In that way? Sobeki nodded. He looked her up and down. I wonder what should I do? I mean, she's hot. She's kind of remind me of Teiwaya with her red hair. But it's not that I care about the blood relation. But still, kind of feel off. Jane, is that really what you want, he asked, cutting her off. She nodded once more. Well, I don't mind, he said, but why now? Tomorrow's team placement and... That is it, she said. Father said that it's unlikely for the both of us to be placed on one team, so So you thought you wouldn't get another chance soon? Yes, she said. Genuine missions are mostly safe, but any one thing could end in death. I don't really think I'll die, but no one is safe from accidents, right? And if worst came to worst, I don't want to die without experiencing, you know. Don't do this, she's your sister. A little chibi Naruto appeared on his shoulder with angel wings and a halo over his head. Go ahead, screw her brains out. She's begging for it anyway. Another chubby Naruto appeared with horns and a fork in his hand. Besides, said Devil Naruto, you want it just as much. No, think about morality, Angel continued. Screw morality, there's a hot girl in front of you begging for it. Go nail her, said Devil. Don't, she's your family, said Angel. I had enough of you, said Devil. Mangeto Sharingan. Angel screamed out in agony as he was covered in black flames. That reduced him to a pile of crap in seconds. Now with that fool gone. Screw her brains out, said Devil. Well, as God is my witness, it wasn't my intention, said Naruto. Sobeki could only gasp before he grabbed her. Time skip, the both of them were panting on the bed, completely naked. It was incredible, yes, Naruto finished for her. True, but why did you say sorry at the end, she said. Maybe it's because you're my sister. You dummy, he said to himself, and this will end bad. Well, she asked, want an explanation? Well, it's because I thought I should apologize for not lasting long enough. Please bite, he thought. That wasn't long enough, she said to him, surprised. Well then, I suppose I could just let you do it again, she said. Naruto raised an eyebrow. We got team placement tomorrow, you know? She smirked. Consider this an order. As you wish, Namikaze-sama, he said. End of the flashback. Man, for a virgin. She surely is wild, Naruto thought, as he glanced at the clock. Oh yeah, team placement. Naruto shook her by the shoulder. 5 more minutes, Dad, said Sobeki. Oh, and how often do you sleep in your father's bed? Sobeki's eyes widened. That wasn't her father's voice. She sat up. Jin. Well, at least you remember my name, Naruto said with a smile. Remember anything else? Her eyes widened in realization. Oh my, she said as her face turned red like her hair. We did it, the entire night, she said. Well, I tried to stop and get some sleep, but you just kept on shouting more. And don't stop, so you get the picture. Stop that, she said. She slapped him lightly on the shoulder. You remember what is the day, he asked. Team placement, she mumbled. Yeah. Shit, team placement, she shouted. What's wrong, he asked. I forgot my forehead protector at home. And he asked. And I left home yesterday evening. And he asked. Father, damn it, she said. Alright, Naruto said as he understood now. I'll help you on this one. But you have to agree with everything I say. You got it, she said as she started to put on her clothes. Time skip, Hokage's mansion. Where in God's name have you been all night, young lady? Said Minato as he yelled at his daughter. And why are you here, Kisaragi? You see, father. But Naruto interrupted her. I'm sorry, Hokage, but I guess it's my fault. Her eyes widened. No, father, he has nothing to do with this. Quiet, Sobeki. You disappointed me enough already. Continue, Kisaragi. Well, I found her yesterday evening on the training ground. It looked like she trained herself into unconsciousness. Is that true, young lady? Minato asked. Sobeki eyebrow raised for a second. You have to agree with everything I say, she remembered. Yes, she said. I just kept on training so hard. I guess my energy ran out at some moment, she said. I see, and what were you doing at a training ground, Kisaragi? Asked Minato suspiciously. Oh well, you see, I just like to walk under the moon, Hokage-sama. That's fine and all, but why didn't you bring her here? Said Minato. I did, but the gatekeeper wouldn't let me in. Sobeki looked at him like he was crazy. Oh really? Rado, said Minato, as a shinobi appeared. Were you watching over the entrance last night? Yes, Hokage-sama, the man said. So is it true that you didn't let my own daughter in? Minato was looking at Rado, and Sobeki was looking down in shame. Now, only chance Naruto thought. Mom, get your Sharingan. Yes, Hokage-sama, said Rado. Sobeki's eyes almost bulged out of her head at this. That wasn't true, so why? What? Said Minato. Why did you keep my daughter away from her house? You said not to let anyone enter, Hokage-sama, said Rado. Everyone except for my family, you moron. Patrol duty for a week straight. Minato shouted. Yes, Hokage-sama, said Rado, as he vanished. I guess you're off the hook this time, young lady, and I guess I owe you one, Kizaraki. Oh, don't mention it, my lord. I'm happy to serve. Sobeki rolled her eyes. Hypocrite. Very well, said Minato. I guess the both of you have to be somewhere, right? Yes, the both of them said. Go then. And Sobeki. Yes, father? Make me proud. I will, father, she said. The only thing both of them failed to realize, the amount of murder coming from Jane's eyes. Moments later, what did you do to that Rado guy? He looked kind of off, and I'm sure that we weren't there last night, so why did he admit to it? Too many questions, princess. Let's talk about this later, or we're really gonna be late here. Fine, she said. But don't get too relaxed, Kisaraki-san. You're not off the hook yet, she said. As she turned, but she felt something grab her ass. But princess, you're not off the hook either, he said. As he then walked past her. What? Get back here, you pervert, she said. She ran after him. At the academy. How the hell did we manage to get here 20 minutes earlier? Naruto said. Beats me. Hey Jin, she said. You think there's a slight chance that we will end up on one team, she asked. Anything is possible, he said. Sobeki's eyes widened slightly. That freeze. Then Aruka came in the class. Now, Aruka said, congratulations to everyone who managed to pass their exams. And I'm ready to announce what you've all been waiting for. Now let's begin. Team 1. Finally, Naruto thought, if I wasn't going to start going on some missions or getting some actions, I would start killing civilians soon. Though last night did sweeten the deal a little. Well, a lot. Team 7, Uchiha Sasuke. At this, all girls sought their breath in at anticipation. Haruno Sakura. Haruno jumped up and yelled, yes! Bitch, many of the other girls said. Sasuke just growled in frustration. And Namikaze Sobeki, your Jonin sensei will be Kakashi Hatake. Damn it, Sobeki cursed quietly. Sasuke, however, was pleased. Team 8, Hyuga Hinata. Kiba Inuzaka, Shinua Berami. Your Jonin sensei will be Kurenai. Trackers, huh? Said Sobeki. Excuse me, said Naruto. Well, those threes are from special clans that are mostly based on trackers. Ah, I see. Team 10, Yamanaka Ino, Shikamaru Nara, and Choji Akamichi. Your Jonin sensei will be Asuma Sarutobi. And that's all for now. Excuse me, said Jin. Yes, said Haruka. Aren't you forgetting someone? Ah, yes. Hizuraki-kun. You will suddenly a kunai land on Naruto's decks and note attached to it. You've been signed up for an apprenticeship, said Haruka. Most of the girls in the class frowned who were not in a team yet, as they thought they would get placed with him. That means you will probably be working with every available team. All of the girls then screamed in happiness hearing that. Well, I guess we will be able to work as a team after all, Naruto said, grinning at Sobeki. She smiled back as she placed her hand right on his hip. Maybe. But I wanted you on my team, period, she said. Tough luck, princess, he said to her. So are you going to read it or not? Naruto pulled the note. Brat. Meet me at training ground 44. Your sensei. Well, I guess it's time for me to leave. Good luck, Sobeki said. You too. Training ground 44. Stupid idiot Forest. Where is this damn sensei? Naruto sensed something coming and he spun around and grabbed the kunai before it could hit him. Nice reflexes, brat, said someone as he landed right in front of him. Not the best way to greet someone, you know. Shut the hell up, she said. I am sexy and single Midarashi uncle, and I will decide the best way for everything. Yeah, and my guess is that you're still single because of this attitude of yours. And I know it may sound stupid, but are you really my sensei? Damn right I am, brat. And you're about to enter the world of pain. If you pass this last exam, I hope. Really? What exam? Naruto asks. Well, you see, every Jonin decides on their own. Yours will be to survive 30 minutes in the forest with me. That's all he said. He held out his hands, a beautiful blue katana appeared. Come, he said. A brat with a sword, Uncle said, a smirk. I heard that you were some big shot genin, but I bet you don't even know how to use that sword. Naruto's sweat dropped. Are all Konoha shinobi that dumb? He thought to himself. First lesson, brat. Katanas are way too long to be ninjas, weapons. She stated join two kunais. You can't achieve. She blurred out of sight and appeared behind him with the kunais on his throat. This kind of speed with it. But he said nothing. Are you giving up already? She said. But he said nothing again. Huh, you're too scared to answer. What a failure. I guess I'll cut open your throat. Haven't they told you not to underestimate your opponent? Uncle's eyes went wide as his body turned to ice, and he was now behind her. Well, it looked like you have some spunk, said Uncle. She didn't try to turn around, but it was impossible. What did you do to me? She asked. Took you long enough to realize. I froze your legs. Uncle looked down. All area below her waist was froze in an ice cube. As Naruto unsheathed his blue katana, now if I behead you, would it count as a pass? As Uncle just smiled sheepishly. 20 minutes later, brat, couldn't you undo this ice thing? Uncle yelled. I could, but you could as well though. What? She said. You had your arms free. Don't you know any fire jutsus? I was just waiting to see if you'd be clever enough to realize that. Uncle smacked him on the head. Brat, I'm your sensei. Be more respectful, she said. And I just whoop your ass. You should be more respectful as well. Fine then, you passed your damn test. We're officially a team now. Woohoo, Naruto said. Come on, cheer up, said Uncle. Oh, what was your name again? Naruto sighed. It's Jin Kazaraki. Right, I'm Midarashi Uncle, and we will be a hell of a team. You know why? No, Naruto said. It's because I don't do the rank missions. There are missions of those rank, Naruto asked. You bet they are. And we're not doing none of them. Great, Naruto said. So tell me, Jin-kun, she said. What are your dislikes, your hobbies, your dreams and all that? Well, I like my sword. I dislike many things. Hobbies? I don't really have one. And my dream is to kill someone, he said. Hell yeah, Uncle shouted. Excuse me? My dream is to kill someone as well, Uncle said. See? We were made for each other. I doubt it, he said. Back at the academy. I'll kill this guy when he comes, if he comes, said Sobeki, as her sensei was still not here yet. I wonder what Jin is doing now. Will you go out with me, Sasuke? Sakura asked, for the 30th time in the last 2 hours. No, Sasuke said. Sobeki slapped her forehead. Damn, could this girl have at least some pride or something? Suddenly, can I sit here? She looked up at Sasuke. Sure, she said, go ahead. Can I ask you something? Sasuke asked. Sobeki ignored Sakura's glare. Yeah, sure. What's with you? Sasuke said. She turned towards him. Excuse me? Well, I thought we were friends, but ever since that Kisaraki guy came here, you're always with him. Sobeki smirked. My, are you jealous, Sasuke-kun? She said. Sasuke held his blush. Don't be ridiculous, he said. It's just that we always sat together. We always walk home together and always hang out together. But... She sighed. Why do you want to become a ninja, Sasuke? You know the answer, he said. Yes, but I want to hear it one more time. I need power to defeat him, Sasuke said. Sobeki nodded, and there you have my reason. What? Said Sasuke. All those years I tried to change you, Sasuke, but your hatred is just too strong. It will ultimately destroy you, and I don't want to be destroyed alongside you. But once I killed him, You're chasing a guy who's probably long dead already, Sasuke. Admit it and wake up already. Sasuke did not say anything, he just sat in silence. Whoa, you people are moody, said a voice. Meet me on the roof in 5 minutes, he said, as he poofed away. So, that's Kakashi. No wonder we waited so long, Sobeki stated. What, you know him? Sakura asked. Yeah, but I never knew his name though. Moments later on the roof. So, tell me about yourself, said Kakashi. Can you tell us first, Sensei? Asked Sakura. Why not? The name is Kakashi Hatake. My likes... You're too young to know that, he said. My dislikes... Too young. And my dreams... I don't feel like telling you that. Now you go, Pinky. Sakura scoffed. You didn't even tell us anything, she said. She sighed. Fine then. My name is Sakura Haruno, and I like... She looked over at Sasuke. My hobbies are... She looked over at Sasuke. My dreams are... She squealed. I see. Thank you, Sakura, said Kakashi. Now you, Brutin Prince. My name is Uchiha Sasuke. I dislike many things, and there are very few things I like. My hobbies is to train, and my dream. He stopped as he looked over at Sabiki. I haven't decided about that yet. Kakashi raised an eyebrow in surprise. No, that is unexpected. Okay, the last one, he said. Don't pretend you don't know about me, you pervert, said Sobeki. As Sakura gasped, even Sasuke was surprised. As Kakashi chuckled, oh, don't be like that, Sobeki. Let's be polite, said Kakashi. Fine. My name is Namikaze Sobeki, and I like... As Sasuke and Kakashi's ear perked. As she looked at Kakashi, well, it's none of your damn perverted business, she said. Oh, said Kakashi pouted. My dislikes are people who think that being shinobi is a game. And my hobby, well, I don't really know. My dream is to help one person, or maybe two. I see, said Kakashi. No, you three just have to pass one little test before you can go to missions. What test? Asked Sasuke. Oh, just a small survival exam. But we already passed the academy, said Sakura. Then I guess you have to pass another one, and it won't be that easy. Actually, there's a 66% chance that you will fail. What? The three of them shouted. Oh, don't be like that. I'm sure you'll pass. Meet me at 9 at training ground 7. And if I were you, I would skip breakfast, because you probably will throw up. And with that, he vanished. So, what do you think? Sasuke asked. Don't skip breakfast, said Sobeki. But Kakashi-sensei just said Sakura protests. I don't care what he just said. A hungry shinobi is a dead shinobi. Noted. Anything else? Sasuke asked. Yeah, I'll recommend that you go at 11 o'clock. But why? Sakura asks. You see that guy? He's always 2 hours late for anything. You seem to know him pretty well, asked Sasuke. He was my father's student, she said. I see. Don't worry, I'm sure that we will pass, Sasuke, said Sakura. The next day, you fail. What? You heard me. The three of you fail. The time is up and I still got the bells. That means you fail. But we did all that we could, Sakura said. She was tied to a log. Then it wasn't good enough. Yes, you showed some skill, but you weren't able to reach the main goal in the end. Stop that, pervert. We couldn't possibly be that bad, said Sobeki. True, said Kakashi. I have to admit it's been some time since I've seen so much promise. Very well. I'll give you all another chance. You can eat and relax for a while, but there's a rule. Do not feed Sakura. What? Why me? Sakura yelled. Because your tempo is the weakest. Now you know what to do, he says. He poofed away. So, what do you think? Sasuke asked. Wrong objective, Sobeki said. The bells are not the true goal. I guess that much. Then what is it? Oh, hello there, guys. Jin, said Sobeki happily. Hello, princess. What's up? As Sasuke glared, we're in the middle of our genuine test, Kizaraki. I suggest that you leave. Really? Then why is that girl tied to a log? He said, pointing at Sakura. Good point, actually, said Sasuke, as he cut the ropes. Thank you, Sasuke-kun, as she tried to hug him, but he evaded. So, is your sensei Kakashi? As in Sharingan Kakashi, Naruto asked. Yeah, that's the one. What? The Sharingan? Sasuke said, confused. Wow, he didn't tell you? Jin asked. Well, it's not really my place, so ask him yourself. What are you doing here, by the way? Sakura asked. Well, you see, I was looking for a place to train, but this one seemed to be already occupied. Jin, can you help us with our test? Sabeki asked. What test? As she explained to him what is going on. Oh, I see. Then this is really easy, he said. You should not stick your nose in other business. Kakashi appeared out of nowhere and punched Naruto right in the face. But everyone's eyes went wide when Naruto's head separated from his body and blood burst from his neck. As Sakura screamed, I killed him, Kakashi said in shock. I didn't mean to hit him that hard. But Naruto's head then crumbled into ice as it reached the ground. What the? As Kakashi felt his legs frozen. And you shouldn't come out too early, Naruto said. As he had 2 belts in his hands, Kakashi looked down. He threw them to Sobeki and shunshin away. That runt will pay. Oh, he would pay for ruining my teamwork test. So, Sobeki, you have the belts now. I guess you pass, he said. Later that day, Hokage's office. Team 1 fail. Team 2 fail. Team 3 fail. Team 4 fail. Team 5 fail. Team 6 fail. Team 7 pass. What? Everyone said. In surprise. What? Said Kakashi confused. I mean, you never passed a single team, said Genma. Yeah, well, they were good. And I had to pass them anyway, said Kakashi. Very well, said Hokage. Next. Kunai nodded. Team 8 pass. They are showing some skills. Minato nodded. Good. Osama? Team 10 pass. Excellent. Is that all? Not exactly. Uncle. Everyone dismissed. Uncle, you stay, said Minato. So tell me, Uncle. How? Pathetic was Kizaraki when you kicked his ass all over the forest of death, said Minato. Uncle, he said. Well, sorry sir, but I didn't kick his ass. Excuse me, said Minato. In fact, it was the other way around. What? Said Minato. I left you with one small easy job, he said. I'm sorry, Hokage-sama, but the rumors about him seem to be true. But why do you want him out so much? I don't trust him. And? I don't like how close he's getting to my daughter. Well, understandable. You could just give us missions away from the village. Or probably give the two of us something really dangerous. I don't think anyone would be too sad if he died on some really dangerous mission. Could work. But you understand if he's stronger than you. You will be in danger as well, Uncle. Uncle grinned evilly. I enjoy that very much, he said. Crazy as ever, thought Minato. Time skip. Some time later. Naruto lashed out with his blade. You missed again, Uncle screamed. Damn it, throw some kunai, Uncle. How many, she asked. All of them. This little shit is not getting away. Roger, Uncle said as she threw all of her kunais. Help me, she said. Kishogen, said Naruto as 3 blades of ice went towards your opponent. Shinijashu, said Uncle as snakes came from her sleeve and grabbed the target. We got it, she said. Meow, said the cat. You little shit, Uncle said. What do you think we should do? I think I have an idea, said Naruto. Hokage's office. Thud. What is this? Said Minato in confusion when a cube of ice was placed on his decks. A cube of ice with one frozen cat inside. Our objective, said Naruto. I can see that much, said Minato. But why is it frozen? Safer that way, said Naruto. Excuse me? You should thank me, by the way, said Naruto. And why is that? Well, it's alive after all. A little heat and everything will be fine. Uncle wanted to fry the thing. And I still think that is the right thing to do, said Uncle. No, it's not, Naruto said. If we did, it would have been another failed mission. Do you want another set of D ranks? No, I don't, said Uncle. Good. So, Hokage-sama, that was our last, wasn't it? Minato sighed. Right. At first, Minato decided to listen to Uncle advice and threw the both of them into a mission that Yujiro Onwu team need backup on. Well, things went wrong. Flashback. A warehouse. About 200 mercenaries inside, said Yujiro. Do we need something from there, Naruto asked. No. Any shinobis there? Uncle asks. No. So we are just to kill everyone inside, Naruto asks. Yes. Then what the hell are we waiting for, Naruto asks. Yujiro sighed. You're not working solo now, Kizaragi. Konoha is the strongest of all the great nations because of our teamwork capability. We work as a team and casualties are not welcome. Now here's a plan. 2 people enter through the back door. Quickly neutralize the guards and open the gate for the others. Then we split into 3 groups and... I am sorry, Yujiro-san, but I see some problems with your plan, said Naruto. Her eyes narrowed. Really? And what are those, she asked. Well, you see... He then crumbled into ice. Being on a mission with him earlier, Uncle understand what that meant. Son of a bitch, she said. What? What did he do, Yujiro asked. Crash! Everyone turned towards the warehouse. As their eyes widened in shock and fear, there was hundreds of ice spears sticking out of it with bodies and blood all over them. Needless to say, everyone inside was dead. The ice then started to crumble as Jin started to walk back to his team. I guess the mission is completed, he said. Asshole, said Uncle as she bumped him on the head. Ouch, what was that for? You didn't leave any for me, she said. Yujiro shook her head. I don't think the Hokage will like this. End flashback. He didn't. Naruto could not understand why. He completed the mission, so why did the Hokage did not like it? So what did he do? Send them on a bunch of D-rank missions as punishment. Punishment that expired today. So what's our next mission? Uncle asked happily. Should we kill someone? Rob someone? Rob someone? Kill him and then rape his wife? And children? Man, said Naruto. I'm so happy you're my sensei. I can't stand them. I need to send them away. Somewhere, anywhere, Minato thought. Of course, I know just a place. It will keep the both of them away for some while, he thought to himself. Yes, I do have a mission for you. But the door burst open. Team 7 reporting for a mission, said Kakashi as he entered the office. Ah, Kakashi, Uncle greeted. Jin, said Sobeki as she ran into the room and hugged him. How have you been? I haven't seen you in ages. I am, Minato said, clearing his throat. Oh, hello father, she said as she blushed and stepped away from Naruto. Alright Team 7, it will be easier to deal with your first. Now you can choose between weed pulling, babysitting and... No, said Sabeki. What do you mean no, said Minato confused. No mean rejection, father. I am tired of doing someone else's chores. Give us some real mission already. Oh, said Naruto. I like that girl, said Uncle. Not you too, said Minato as he slapped his face. Two other genin teams already bitched about missions. Want a mission higher in D rank? Then why don't you go... You know what? That's actually a good idea, he said. Team 7, you will receive your first C rank mission. For this, you will be accompanied by our special team, Anko Minarashi and Jin Kazaraki. Sabeki beamed up. Sasuke glared. As Sakura squealed. Kakashi and Naruto showed no emotions, and Anko yelled. We don't need anyone to complete our mission, Sasuke said, glaring. Maybe so, said Minato, but you don't need to question my orders. Sasuke said nothing. Yes, he may be arrogant, but he wouldn't argue with the yellow flash of Konoha. Very well, send the client in, the Hokage said to the secretary. An escort, Naruto said. You guessed it, said Minato as the door opened up. What? I asked for shinobis. Not some brat, said that old drunk man. As Anko laughed because she knew the Hokage presence was the only thing keeping Jin from throwing some Hishokens at this guy. You do well to not underestimate them, said Minato. They're trained specialists. Huh, we'll see about that soon enough. I'm a super bridge builder, Tazuna. And you all will protect me with your life. Sure we will, said Naruto. So where are we to escort him? Wave country, and you're to make sure that he's finished building his bridge. Wave, huh? Said Naruto. As he smirked. The next morning, Naruto was thinking about all the possibility. He would get to see him. Probability, 1 to 1 million. Possible situation, kill F1. 2. Meet me again. Damn, not again, he thought. Well, the wave is close to the hit and miss. So the probability of seeing me is 1 in 50. But do not let her drag myself into something else. 3. Meeting you, Jito. Description. He's screwed. Kumo is not too far away, so about a 1 in a 100. Possible solution. Cast jutsu to protect testicles, and then run away in pure fear if she see him. Another possibility. Meet Killer B. No, that's even worse. Better off meeting you, Jito. But at least a 1 in 200 probability of meeting him. No protecting testicles, but would pray twice as hard to not get screwed up. 5. Meeting Orochimaru. Worst possible solution. Too many variables. Better to avoid at all costs. Yeah. That will be the worstest thing. Time skip. Konoha Gates. What's wrong, Naruto asked. Hell must be frozen over, said Sobeki. What do you mean? Look there. Kakashi? So what, Naruto asked. He's on time. Is that unnatural, Naruto asked. Yes, she shouted. As Naruto took a step back after her shout. He's late every time for at least 2 hours. She rushed over Kakashi-sensei. Sobeki, what's wrong? Kakashi asked. You tell me, she said. I don't know what you mean, he said. I mean, you're on time, sensei. Well, I do things like these sometimes. Isn't that shocking? Pretty much, said Sasuke, walking closer as well. Yeah, quite a shocker actually, said Sakura. Okay, well everyone's here, except... Damn it, Anko, Naruto says he pushed Sakura out of the way as a kunai passed where she was. Anko, she's not familiar with her greetings. Bad for her, Anko says she appeared in a poof of smoke. Do not attack my students, Anko, said Kakashi. As he sighed, let's go, he said. Let's go? Are we just gonna let that slide? She just tried to kill me. And I will do so if you don't shut the hell up, said Anko. Now, shut the hell up and get moving. You heard your sensei. As Sakura paled and kept on walking. Sometime later, Jin, said Sobeki. Huh? Have you ever been to the wave before? Yeah, I've been there, he said. What does it look like, she asked. Hell if I know, haven't been there in 2 years. I see, she said. By the way, did you see that pod that we just passed? Sure, he said. 2, she said. Yeah, I hit and miss tunings. So what should we do, she asked. Well, I don't think we'll have to do anything, he said, just smirk. What? What if they attack, she asked. Well, I'll be really surprised if they do. We have 2 Jonins with us. Yeah, but still, let's just wait and see. Trust me, he said, a smile. Okay, I'll trust you, she said. As they kept on walking and nothing. See? Told ya, said Naruto. But what stopped them? Asked Sabeki. As an evil grin came on Naruto's face. I wonder. Meanwhile, Kakashi and Anko was walking in the back. Did you see that, uncle? Said Kakashi. She rolled her eyes. Who do you think I am? Of course I saw that, she said. And what do you think, he asked. First, they didn't attack. So that means they're probably not after us, but they sunshine our way right after we passed. Or either someone scared them off, said Kakashi. But you're not too famous in Kiri, said Uncle. So if it wasn't you or me, Jin, said Uncle. Think he knew them, said Kakashi. Well, we'll have to just wait and see, said Kakashi. Unknown area. Shut up, Gato. The demon brother should be here any minute, said Zabuza. Are you sure about them, Zabuza? Said Gato. Of course, I trained them myself. Ah, here they are, said Zabuza. Zabuza-sama, demon brother said. I believe the mission's a success, isn't it? No, my lord. Excuse me? Said Zabuza. You're telling me that you failed to kill one old man? He picked up his blade. Sorry, Zabuza-sama, but we couldn't... And why is that, Zabuza asked. As the man was stuttering quite bad. That old man, he had a full shinobi team with him. I don't care about that. You should have died trying and completed the mission. But the Rattlesnake was with him, said the other demon brother. Say what? Said Zabuza. He was there, said Gato. You know him too, said Zabuza. Gato gulped. He worked for me before, when I only started my business here in Wave. It's because of him things went so smoothly for me. Zabuza lowered his blade. We crossed paths before already. He took away my dream of becoming the ruler of the Mist. How, if I might ask, said Gato. He killed the 4th Mizukage and ended the civil war in Kiri. The 5th Mizukage was appointed because of him. I was too late, Zabuza says. He clenched his fist. That is why I swore I would kill him, whatever it takes. Bad idea, Zabuza. I saw him in actions. He's a rather tough nut to crack. I suggest we buy him and try to avoid the conflict. Be quiet, Zabuza said. I will be the one who kills him, don't worry. You're already paying me for killing the bridge builder. He will just be a bonus. Besides, this is personal. Gozu, Miyaizu, Haku. Yes, the 3 of them said. Prepare. We have a date with Destiny. Meanwhile, with Naruto. Nah, I won't teach you Kinjutsu, Uchiha. Ask your sensei, he was pretty proficient in it if the rumors are true, said Naruto. As Sasuke glared, don't you realize what a privilege it is to teach a Uchiha, he said. Stop it, Sasuke, Sabeki interrupted. He already said no, accept it. Tuh, Sasuke says. He walked faster ahead of them. He will never learn, she said. It's implanted in his head anyway. Stubbornness and pride of the Uchihas, I guess. Jin? Jin? Where are you? She asked. As she looked, he was gone. What is it? Said Uncle. It's Jin. He disappeared. What? Said Sakura. I saw him just now talking to you. But do you see him now? Asked Sabeki. No, I guess. Uncle, said Kakashi. Something's wrong. This mist is too thick. Through, but what is... Everyone move! As they all jump away, it's a massive water dragon crash where they just were. As all of them got upright. Zabuza of the hidden mist, said Kakashi. Uncle grinned. No shit, the demon of the mist himself. I see, you know me, said Zabuza. So Kakashi, of the Sharingan, you're in charge of the bridge builder life, I see. Indeed, said Kakashi. That's unfortunate. However, I will give you a chance to not fight me now. If you want us to surrender, then we... No, that's not what I asked, said Zabuza. What then? Where is the Rattlesnake, Kakashi? I know he was with your group, but I don't see him now. Give up. And I'll let you all go this time. Give him up. Well, you see, the thing is, we don't know where he is. He suddenly just disappeared. Well, that's really unfortunate, said Zabuza as he grabbed his blade. Then I guess I'll have to fight you. Everyone, protect the bridge builder. This is my fight, he says. He lifted up his headband, showing his Sharingan. With Haku. Please be alright, said Haku as she started to see Zabuza fighting against that Jonin, Kakashi of the Sharingan. Well, it will be pretty hard, I think, said that voice. Haku spin on the tree branch, pulling out 3 Senbons, but stop, as a blade already at the throat. Rattlesnake, Haku said. Ah, you're Zabuza's little bitch if I remember correctly. Did you really think I would forget about you? Haku just glared at him silently. Oh, scary. He removed the blade and stabbed it into the tree branch. Immediately, the branch and Haku's waist going up got frozen. What have you done to me? Haku said. Just a little precaution. How about this? Do what I say, and I'll guarantee Zabuza's survival. Yes, Haku said. Without hesitation, I will do as you say. Great. For now, just let's wait and watch a fight. Yes, Haku said helplessly. I have to find a way out. Meanwhile, after a few water cooling attacks, Zabuza managed to throw Kakashi in the water and catch him with a water prison. Huh, I knew that moron would lose. Haku, Zabuza said. Incapacitate this one. As Naruto raised an eyebrow. Haku, Zabuza shouted out. Well, I get your watch time is over, Naruto said, as he pulled the blade and placed on Haku's throat once more. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Don't worry, I'll kill him quickly. But you promised, Haku said. Never trust a rattlesnake, he said, as he prepared to strike. Haku-chan. Damn, Naruto says he somersault back from the tree branch. You two morons again? Gozu, Miyaizu. No, Haku shouted. We'll protect you, Haku-chan, both of them said as they rushed towards Naruto. Wait a second, Haku-chan. So you really are a bitch? Naruto asks. Die, Rattlesnake, they said. They attack with their claws. Naruto sidestepped their attacks and smashed his fist into their face. The both of them fly into a tree. He's shy again, he said, as ice blades ripped through their chests, pinning them to that tree. No, Haku screamed in horror. Well, as promised, Naruto said, Miyuzu, as he created a spear of ice and jumped towards it, as he swung straight towards Zabuza. Zabuza-sama, Haku screamed. Damn, what a loud bitch, Naruto said as he got closer to his enemy. Zabuza noticed him as he released Kakashi and tried to block the incoming attack with his blade. As Naruto jumped off the spear-like platform, and he was about to remove Zabuza's head. As Naruto's blade came down, Zabuza's eyes went wide, he was so fast. Before, crack. Ice Miru? Naruto was able to cut right through the mirror, but Zabuza managed to receive just a simple cut on his shoulder, not his head being removed. Zabuza-sama, Haku shouted, landing near her master. How did you? Naruto said. You should have frozen my arms as well, Haku said. Great idea. We'll definitely do next time. There won't be any next time, said Zabuza. I have waited for this for a long time, Rattlesnake. You won't escape. You moron, look at the situation. Me escaping? Your left arm is useless now, your little bitch just stood frozen for about 10 minutes. And 2 of your other assholes are dead. No, Zabuza. It is you who will not escape. We'll see about that. Zabuza-sama, Haku interrupted. Please, we can't defeat him at his current state, and where we are right now. Plus he has 2 Jonins at his disposal. He looked over the situation. This isn't over, Rattlesnake. I'll be back before you know it. As he and Haku then burst into water. Oh, they really did escape, Naruto said, as he sent away his blade. Only to turn face to face with a really pissed off Kakashi. I think we should talk, said Kakashi. Well, if I must. Yes, you do. And Kakashi fell over, making Naruto burst out laughing. Nice talking to you, Kakashi. That's what happened when you use Sharingan power for too long. And he doesn't even have any Uchiha blood in him. Moron. As Naruto grabbed Kakashi from the water where he landed. Kakashi-sensei! Jin! Sobeki yelled. Are you guys alright? What happened to Sensei? He just overused his Sharingan too much, said Naruto. Moron, said Uncle. I told him to let me help, but no. Teamwork rules. Doesn't make sense, said Sobeki. I think all the lying bitching about money in Wave can wait. Your house, she said. Oh, of course. Right this way. Time skip. Tsunami. Tsunami opened up, said Tazuna as he knocked on his door. Father, as she opened the door. I'm glad that you're alive, she said. She hugged him tight. Well, say thanks to these guys. As he pointed at the Konoha group. She bowed respectfully. Thank you all for keeping my father alive. Well, that's pretty touching and all, but can we get inside to lay this son of a bitch down? He's pretty heavy, you know. Oh, of course, right this way. 20 minutes later. Well, Uncle said, as the entire group minus Kakashi sat behind the table. Maybe someone will tell me what the hell is going on around here, she said. This country looked really bad, Sakura stated. What in the world happened to it? Gato happened, said Tazuna. Naruto nodded. Gato. Of course. I helped him start here. Naruto thought to himself, but it seems like he went a bit overboard. But not really my business. He came to this country and took control for shipping. We're a small island, so ships are the only way for us to trade. Until the bridge is built, said Tazuna. It will be the savior of our country. Naruto snorted. Jin, said Sobeki. What's so funny, Tazuna asked. Oh, well you of course. What's so funny about me? I'm surprised you're not laughing, Uncle. Oh, I do, she said. I was just waiting for you as she started to laugh. What's so funny? Tasume asked. Well, you see, sorry to break it to you, miss. Tasume, she said. Right, sorry to break it to you, Miss Tasume. But your idea is not going to work. Tazuna raised the eyebrow. No. And why not? Yeah, I can't see any fault in that, said Sakura. As Uncle started to laugh louder as Naruto rolled his eyes. Well, what if Gato simply blows up the bridge once you're done? Tazuna's jaw fell. Well, no, he wouldn't dare. Oh please, surprisingly came from Sasuke. If he could do this to your country, what's stopping him from blowing up the bridge? Not just that, your economic is so screwed up. Even if you do build that bridge, it's too late to change anything. Damn it, Kazuna says he beat his hand on the table. I won't give up, I will finish it. Even if Wave won't stand up from his knees. I will know that I did all I could. Oh, a worthy goal, said Naruto. By the way, is this guy rich? Asked Uncle. Very, said Tsunami. He's one of the wealthiest people in the world. Cool. No wonder he hired someone like Zabuza. With his money, he could probably hire the Hokage himself. No, father will never work for a man like that, said Sobeki. Please, you're way too young, girl. We are ninjas, we kill people for money. Honor, be damned. Still, why was Zabuza so focused on you in the beginning? Said Sasuke as he looked towards Naruto, making everyone look towards him. But guys, to be any episode right here. Remember to stay tuned for the rest of the what is coming away, but I'm off now. Peace. Before this video starts, I want to tell you guys, this Naruto has no moral. He does whatever he wants whenever he wants, and yeah, he's gonna do some really messed up shit in this what if. And yeah, as I say, he had no morals. And some of those things are gonna be circular on his sister, so if you guys can't handle that, I suggest you don't watch his what if, guys, because it's gonna be really bad. So if you're still here, let's get into it.